So hey guys, Ricky here, and on this video I want to talk to you a little bit about Markdown and the markup language. So this is intended to all of you starting into data science, into computer science, and you've probably already heard some files that the file extension is md.md. That's a Markdown file. So in this tutorial I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough on how to create, how to maintain, and give you hints on all related to Markdown language. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so what's Markdown? Basically, Markdown is a lightweight markup language. You can use it to format elements, in this case plain text documents, in order to give it a more clean outlook. So it was created by John Gruber in 2004 and has become quickly one of the most popular markup languages. You could encounter Markdown files, for example, in GitHub's README files extensions. So GitHub's READMEs are basically Markdown files. Okay, and also in Jupyter Notebooks, which is the software we will use on these tutorials related to data science. Okay, so in terms of file extension, as I've mentioned before, you'll see a .md or .markdown extension files on the Markdown files, which basically is a way to format regular text files into HTML or print-ready documents. Okay, so how does Markdown works? What you will need is a Markdown processor or an app that takes as an input your Markdown structure or markup language or markup file and convert it into a print-ready HTML document. Okay. So for the usage of these type of files, it is not as powerful as Microsoft Word, but it's good enough for having basic documents like assignments, to-do files, README files. So it's ideal for taking notes. Okay. Okay, so why don't we dive into an example? So for this tutorial, I'm going to use an online Markdown editor, which I'll share with you the link down below, which is StackEdit. So in here, we'll go to stackedit.io. Okay, and we go to start writing. I'm going to, this is a welcome file, so I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to call it tutorial MD. Okay, so we have basically two windows. The window on the left is the window in which we're going to write the Markdown structure, and we will see online what is translated into, or what type of file is translated into HTML in real time. Okay, so for example, one of the main features, let's dive right into it. So hidden text. So many HTML files has a structure of different H tags from H1 to H2, H3, etc. And in Markdown, to create a header, it's very simple. You just need to type this symbol and they go, for example, Markdown. Let's write Markdown tutorial. And you see in the right window that we already have a bold, large text HTML output. Okay, so that's basically what an H1 is. What if we want to try an H3 header? We just simply typed 3 signs and then we say introduction, and you can see right away how the text is getting formatted on the right side. What about regular text? For regular text, you just need to type in the text you want. Okay. How about you want to give an emphasis or an italic emphasis on some text? You just simply do it like this. I want to give emphasis to this. And you type 1 asterisk and you say tutorial. Okay. Wait, I just typed in a space here. So there you go. If you want to give emphasis to a word, set it to italic. You just need to place an asterisk at the beginning and at the end of the word. Great. So what about for ordered list and or unordered list? In order to create unordered list, you just need to type the plus sign. Let's see, list item 1, list item 2, and list item 3. Okay, so there you go. You see right away the output in here. For ordered list, you just need to type the 1 point, first item on the ordered list, and then you go create second, third item. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. As you see, it's a very basic and easy Markdown language to use. That's why it's so powerful. Okay, so what about if you want to create some block quotes? You just need to type the greater than text and you say this is a quote, and you can see how on the right side it already created this vertical line to give emphasis to that. Okay, so great. What else? Code structure. If you want to create a block of code, you just need to create 3 backtick signs, and then you create your code. For example, let's say vector 1 equals to pandas.series. For example, you wanted to create a series, a vector here in panda. I'm sorry. There you go. You go like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there you have it. You create, and then we have, sorry, then we have our block of code, right? So if we want to close it, you just type 4 backtick signs, and there you go, you have it. Okay, you have plenty of more markups you could use to format your text, but what I want to show you is how to apply this to our specific discipline, which is data science, where it is used, the Markdown files. So for example, here you have, I'm sorry, okay, so let's create a new Jupyter Notebook file. Okay, so this is Jupyter Notebooks, and if you want to know how Jupyter Notebooks work, you could check my tutorial on the link on the description below. So basically, in Jupyter Notebooks, if we want to create annotations and if we want to create text for our data science analysis or our data analysis, we could use this on a Markdown structure. So for example, I could create, just as we did before, this is a pandas tutorial, for example. And when we go and do a run, you could see of our formatted text right away. So for example, what we could do let's do a header 3, and let's say this is a Markdown cell. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, and this is a subtitle. Okay, and we can create regular text in here. In this section, we will talk about data extraction, for example. Okay, and let's create some emphasis on data extraction. So if we go run, you will see our header in here, and you will also see data extraction. What if we want to create a bold text? If we want to create a bold text, we just do a double emphasis. So for example, we could say, you need to keep in mind that let's say CSV type format is required. Okay, so there you have it. If you enjoyed the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you want to share some love, please hit the subscribe button.